everybody, I'm Kimberly Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and today I'm going to show you how to bake steak fries with dill. This is going to be so tasty, and I'm actually serving them alongside a fabulous, legendary Reuben sandwich. Make sure you check out that recipe because it's going to be delicious. So let's get started. I've got one large potato and a couple mediums, okay? So let's say 4 large potatoes you could use. And that's what I'm going to cut into steak fries. But first off, I'm going to get my little oil ready. I'm going to use some olive oil, probably about 2 tablespoons worth. And that's going to coat the potatoes, okay? So I'm getting started with some really beautiful dill. I got a giant bunch of fresh dill that looked so delicious today. And you know, you're using Russian dressing on your Reuben, so it's kind of within the same theme. There's a lot of dill in Russian and Eastern Bloc cooking, in fact. So I'm just going to finely mince this up, this dill, so that it can evenly disperse all over my potatoes. Oh, it smells so good. That smell reminds me of home. And into this oil, I'm going to put that. I kind of want that oil to pick up those flavors for a couple minutes while I'm preparing my potatoes. I'm going to freshly crack some black pepper, actually grind it pretty well. If you don't have a mortar and pestle, it's a great investment. Make sure you check out our store at shop.cookingwithkimberly.com and get yourself one. There is just nothing like using freshly ground spices. Oh, it smells heavenly. All right, so some pepper in there. This is going to make a whole baking sheet's worth of potatoes. A little bit of cayenne pepper. You could use some smoked paprika if you wanted to. And I'm going to hold off on the salt until I have it all on the baking sheet. So I'm just going to slice my potatoes into, you know, steak fry size. I've got some beautiful yellow fleshed potatoes. They're from Canada. They're fantastic. So what I do is you take the potato, and you're going to see there's a wide side and kind of a skinnier side, okay, a narrower side. I cut through the narrow side to make it even smaller, and then I just start slicing from one end down, maybe 3/4 of an inch thick. So this is what you're looking at, about that fat, okay? You want them to be nice and substantial. That's why they're called steak fries. So I'm going to finish up the rest of my potatoes here. So I'm preheating my oven to about 370 degrees Fahrenheit. These are absolutely gorgeous. These potatoes are fantastic looking. Toss them into your bowl so that you can toss them with the olive oil and spices. So toss that with that oil and the dill and those other spices. Make sure they're nice and coated. You want to see little flecks of green on every potato. Oh, what a classic combination with potatoes and dill. Now, I'm going to have some extra, you know, a Russian style sauce. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a Russian dressing, but that's what goes on top of the Reubens, and that's what I'm also going to serve as a dipping sauce with my steak fries. Why not? Now, tonight I'm using a baking sheet with a silicone mat. This is from Bake It Fun. Fantastic mats for baking. You can also do meats and all kinds of veggies and things like that, and tonight that's what I'm using. But you could just use a plain old cookie sheet if you don't care, or some parchment on there, either one, okay? So we're going to just arrange these on the baking sheet. Make sure you get all that dill and all that oil. You want everything coated beautifully, okay? If you have to do a little extra tossing while they're on here, no problem. Okay. So now you're going to arrange them so that they're on one layer. You don't want them overlapping. You want everything to get cooked evenly. Now, potatoes are full of moisture, so I like to use the convection setting in my oven. If you have one, it works beautifully when you're cooking, baking, roasting potatoes, okay? So I'm going to crunch some salt on top. Now I'm using a flake sea salt today. This is from Malden. Make sure you check out my review on this stuff. Now this stuff comes in like the shape of little salt pyramids, and they are really fun to cook with if you're a foodie. They feel really nice going through your fingers, and you just kind of crush them as you go, okay? So you're just going to take that and crush that over top. It gives a nice little crunch to your food. This is like a finishing salt, so this is kind of finishing my steak fries. You could put it on after if you wanted to, but I'm also going to reapply on the other side when I flip them halfway through, okay? So these are gonna take probably 45 minutes-ish in the oven to cook all the way through, and I'm going to take them out around 20-25 minutes and flip them, okay? All right, into the oven they go. They look beautiful. Look at that dill on there. Let's flip these fries. Oh, they look great. They've been in there for about 25 minutes. Flip them over, okay? Gorgeous, perfect. The silicone pad does such a beautiful job at keeping things from sticking because these tend to stick when you're making steak fries. They'll stick to your pan for sure. Oh, they smell fantastic. This fresh dill is just filling the house. And as promised, another quick sprinkling of that flake sea salt. So they're ready to go back in. Another maybe 20 minutes or so. You want to make sure they're nice and brown and cooked all the way through. Okay, back in they go. All right, these fries are done. And they look awesome. It's exactly what I want. So let's get some on a plate. I'm going to eat these alongside my Reuben sandwiches. They are almost done. Awesome. All right, so let's try our dill fries. I'm just going to dip mine into this beautiful sauce. Make sure you check out the recipe for this. This is the Russian style sauce. Oh God. Perfect. Perfectly cooked through, nice and tender. Outside is nice and browned and crunchy. And that sauce is outrageous. Creamy, tangy, a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy. That's good. Boy. The little pieces of pickle in there are such a nice surprise. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Coats your fries so beautifully. Ugh. Look at these fries with the dill on them. Beautifully browned, nice and crispy with lots of dill. Look at that. What a treat. The dill is so nice and fragrant and flavorful. It looks pretty on here. Beautiful. Make sure you're using things that are in season and available to you. That's how you ensure you have really delicious meals, delicious dishes that you're making, because you're using things that are so fresh and gorgeous. Absolutely fantastic. So simple to do. Not a lot of babysitting in the oven. They just go. You flip them one time and that's a wrap. Lovely. That salt is nice on there. I love these dill fries. You can experiment with different, ingredients, different herbs, etc., different spices. You're gonna love these. Steak fries are a really easy thing to do. They're healthier too because they're baked, they're not fried, all right? So that's how you do it, folks. That's how you bake steak fries with dill. You're gonna love it. Follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim E with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on ifood.tv/cookingwithkimberly, youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly, and you can find me syndicated on Roku. Come to my website at cookingwithkimberly.com and subscribe. Interact with us and let us know what's going down in your culinary world, all right? Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.